Program Director for Share Family Pathways, and I'm joining you here from our newly remodeled Share Homestead shelter. This year, Vancouver Housing Authority remodeled both of our shelters, and so you had a virtual tour at the beginning of the year with Amy Reynolds, and now I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of Share Homestead. So follow me around. So the first space that we'll go into here are our offices. Before the remodel, our offices were kind of spread throughout the building a little bit, but now they're all kind of grouped together. So it's going to be really nice for staff to be able to come into the space and collaborate together. So this is going to be our engagement specialist office. These are our folks who are kind of our first point of entry for people to come and meet and greet. This area over here is our med room, set up with our lockers and all of our medical equipment. And then over back here is where I will work from, Program Director Office. Got a nice little window to kind of set it off over here. So with the remodel, we have increased our capacity. We actually have 2 extra rooms now for families to move into. So here in shelter, we have family rooms, we have 2 respite rooms for folks discharging from the hospital, and we have 1 single female room. And I'll show you kind of an example of all of those as we move through. But first, let's look at our common space. So for folks who have been in the building before, this is a huge change because the kitchen was actually over here, if you remember, and now it's over here. So this is our dining space here. And something else that's a little new about this shelter is that before we did not have kind of offshoots of smaller rooms for folks to go into, and now we do. So I can show you those as well. And it's worked out really nice over at Orchards that has similar floor plan, because especially right now with COVID, folks are kind of able to distance a little bit better, and kids who have school during the day, they're able to kind of go off into the rooms and do their homework, and it's really nice. It's a nice option for people to have. So follow me around. So this area is what we're calling our semi-private room, and so we're going to have some books set up in here. We might have a phone for the residents to use in here, and then also during winter months we're going to use this space for a reasonable accommodation area for folks who need a place to stay when it gets really cold outside. Go into our kitchen here. So something about old shelter was that oftentimes our kitchen equipment would malfunction, or it was kind of an adventure sometimes to come in to cook, and now we have all brand new kitchen equipment, brand new dishwasher. It's fantastic. Brand new fridges, freezer. And then back around here, we have some space to store our food for prep. The other little rooms that I was talking about earlier. So this is our playroom, and I'll zoom out so you can zoom in. Lots of really fun stuff for the kids to play with in here. And then there's also a window that goes out into the common area, so if parents are out there, maybe getting breakfast together or getting items together to leave for the day, they can see their kids playing in here at the same time. It's really nice. This room here is going to be our TV room / quiet room, so folks can come in here and just get a break from the common space and just kind of relax, watch TV, make a phone call, and possibly might have some computers set up in here as well for people to use during the day for job search. Okay, now as we go down the hall, this is our resident dorm, so I'll show you what a few of the rooms might look like. So again, we have 2 added rooms, which is fantastic. So we'll have a bigger capacity to serve folks. So this is an example of a family room. We have all of the beds made up, so we'll have a full and then 2 bunk beds in each room for families. Next, we'll move into the women's room. So over here in this room, we have 4 beds set up for single women to utilize in shelter. As soon as we reopen, we'll probably only take 2 folks to start out with, and then maybe build up over time as things get a little safer. I want to be mindful of that distancing. Moving along here, I'll show you guys the public bathrooms that we have. So in shelters, just like at Orchards, we have 2 public restrooms, and then we have 2 private restrooms for families to use. So I'll show you what that looks like here. Brand new public use restroom, all automatic soap dispensers, faucets, automatic flushers on the toilets back here. And then we have 3 shower spaces here for folks to use. Alright, so we want to go into the men's restroom real quick and we'll show you that. So we'll go into the men's restroom over here. Brand new everything. And then again, 3 shower stalls. 1 ADA accessible shower stall over here. Next, as we move through the hall over here, I will show you what the family restrooms look like. So this is the private family restroom option here. So we have a shower, bathtub, toilet, and sink. So oftentimes in shelter, folks come in and they come to us for a variety of different reasons and circumstances. And it's really nice and it's really important for folks to be able to have some sense of privacy. And so it's nice whenever you have a family and you're trying to, bathe your kids at the end of the day, or trying to just have a moment of peace with something that feels really vulnerable, like, showering. So it's nice to have this option for folks. All right, and next we'll move on to our respite rooms. So our respite rooms, we have 2 again in this shelter, and they're used for folks who are discharging from the hospital and need a place to stay. So I can give you an example of what this would look like. As we're moving in, it'll be a little more finished. We'll have a TV, we'll have some more decorations kind of set up for folks in there, but it gives you a good idea of what this space is for folks. Storage area for our linens and our towels, which we go through a lot of in shelter. And now we're back up to the front, and that concludes your virtual tour.